Check, Mike, check. Hey, let me turn myself up. Hey, y'all, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. Yeah, it's a little bit of lo-fi vibes. So just so y'all know, if y'all saw that character, that's actually the main character in a project I've been working on, you know what I'm saying, for an anime. It's called Source Code. Y'all can subscribe to the Source Code anime page if y'all want that playlist. There's 2 playlists that's up right now. We getting all the ones. Let me see who I got rocking with me tonight. Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying, y'all already know I am Captain CHAATAZA, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Joining me this evening. You want to introduce yourself up? We can't hear you, man. You got to unmute.
I did have to unmute. It's Officer Ashai Allah up here in headquarters in Harlem.
Listen, man, I pulled the hair out for you, man.
Most right.
We going big hair tonight.
We out here, Ephraim out here rocking it.
Captain Tazaryach said he's going to be calling up in a little bit. I think he just got done teaching class in another city. Let me see. We got One West, Zakarwan. We got America's Burning, Mr. Deadward, Princess Kanaya, who's rocking with us tonight, man. Let me see what we got. Tyree in the house. Antisocial, 214, Texas. Yamoshi. Bridget. Who else we got? You know what I'm saying? Hammy. Let me see. Yapashayar. Felix Manasha. Joan. If I missed you, man, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't personal. Um, but yeah, man, if y'all like that playlist, if y'all like that music, and if y'all are interested in the manga and Hami, okay, if y'all interested in that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be releasing issues in the future, but I'm introducing all the characters with some music right now. Definitely tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? My main man, Officer Matabar, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, hey, big ups, you know what I'm saying? To my Yash, the lo-fi is fire. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna have a ton of different, you know what I'm saying, playlist and music coming out, rocking with it. I'll share the link in the chat, or y'all can search for Source Code Anime. Source Code Anime, spelled exactly how it sounds. And in the meantime, in the interim of all of this, I have no idea what Iguana Pizza is. I have no idea what I walked into on the title.
So
Good.
I saw this reel today that disgusted me completely.
Okay.
And I know you're familiar with South Florida. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say iguanas are to them what rats are in New York.
There's definitely lizards. I've seen iguanas, but I haven't seen that many. I've seen like the little lizards. It's not like rats in New York though.
Okay. Well, the story with this reel, this pizza shop owner, this Edomite, said that apparently they had a little cold snap, and once it got below a certain temperature, the iguana started freezing to death, and just falling out of the trees. They were everywhere, and people started bringing him bags of the iguanas. So he started making iguana pizza until the health department pulled up and said, "Wait a minute, you can't just take iguanas out the streets and sprinkle them on pizza."
Yeah, Christ did not die for that. Absolutely not. Prince Andrew the First to fall. Of all people to be brought in first, that's very interesting, man. They cannot stand him. That's very, 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 very interesting. Let me see. We got just so y'all know, the phone lines will be wide open tonight. 917-779-9499. That's 917-779-9499. StreamYard link should be in the chat. Y'all be able to join in. You know what I'm saying? Ask your questions, whatever your comments is. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of promotion a little bit more later on, just to let y'all know some things that we got going on behind the scenes. Officer Shar is not joining us tonight, but Captain Tazaryach said he may call in. We're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? He's been busy traveling the globe and destroying all manner of religions, you know what I'm saying, including the Quran. And Muhammad would have been on Epstein's island, police be upon him. And what else?
That'll never get old. Police be upon him.
Police be upon him is crazy, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, whoever coined that phrase. Let me see. Code word pizza is crazy right now. Definitely crazy. Hey man, appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the sub, definitely. I'll show y'all some stuff maybe going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on animating everything. We got some things in the storyboard, and that's gonna be super cool. Very excited about it. Ain't gonna hold y'all. This is Cross the Line Radio. I made a lot of Muslims mad on Clubhouse the other day. And they're afraid to stand on the hadith. I don't know if y'all know why I said that he'd be on that island. You know what I'm saying? He married a woman at 6 and consummated the marriage at 9, which means that I think he was like older than 50 too. He was old. You know what I'm saying? This 50-year-old Arab man was sleeping with a 9-year-old girl, which is just absolutely disgusting. I don't have a clip. The video is coming out. Captain Tazaryach's gonna be dropping that soon. Matter of fact, I think he called in. Cat. Let me mute and unmute him. Captain Tazaryach. Wait, let me unmute him again. Cap. Hey, are you muting stuff on the other side? Don't touch the phone right now, Baba Kasha. Cap.
I wasn't touching anything, sir.
He must be putting the code in himself. Are you a captain? I'm trying to get Cap unmuted. Cap. I don't know what's going on with him, but 917, since you here, man, state your name, where you calling from. Drop City. What's going down? Shalom.
Neither I nor the audience can hear the caller.
Oh, hold on, yo, hold on. 1 second. So let me. I be forgetting this, man. I miss the old school way where we could just be live, and this joint would stream through, man. StreamYard. I don't know why you be acting like this, man. Y'all be doing us dirty. All right. Y'all should be able to hear him now. Go ahead.
Is it me?
Yep, yeah. Y'all should be able to hear him now. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. So, I be battling Christians a lot. And, I'm clearly not as knowledgeable as you guys are. I try my best.
Cap, I muted you and unmuted you. Go ahead.
And the Canaanite woman, right? When Jesus, they told her the scraps from the table and all that. So my friend is telling me that, okay, because she has so much faith, the overall picture, if the message is for everybody, why would Jesus be looking at her like she's a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, what would you say about people that say that, well, because they get scraps, that means that they do get something?
So the scraps don't mean anything because she's still a dog. That's why when you read Mark's account, it said that her faith was knowing she was a dog. A crumb is not the loaf. A crumb is not a crumb. Cat. Oh, here we go. I hear some background noise from you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. You Shabrakata.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was from Shabakata. Good finish your teaching, man. I'm just listening.
Most high. That's mighty gracious of you, brother.
Shalom, Cat.
That's what's up, man. Good, do your thing, man. I'm just listening.
Most high Christ. So what happens is, yeah, if what they're saying is true, right? Then Christ would have just dealt with her. He wouldn't have ignored her. He wouldn't have tried to send her away. He wouldn't have called her a dog. And then he wouldn't have said that her faith is the fact that she is a dog. But here's something that's even more important. You know what I'm saying? Are you an officer in the school?
No.
So what you doing battling?
Can't help it.
Huh?
It just happens, like.
You know why it happens? Because you want it to happen. That's why it's happening.
Yeah. No, listen, Cap Tazaryach told me the same thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So now it's out the mouth of two witnesses. Not that he needed me to co-sign it, but now so you disobeying him. You gonna disobey my instruction too?
Oh yeah, got it. And to answer your question, honestly, I don't know. In terms of what my standing is, I mean, I've been going to the school for during my lunch breaks and stuff like that. I've been attending online classes pretty regularly, but I'm also not like it's difficult to know all the goings ons of what's going on just because I work, I got a full-time job, and so I don't know. I will say, I mean, if anybody would answer that question, it probably would be Cap Tazaryach, because he knows I've been hanging around for a while.
Yeah, he close cousin.
He close?
What I need, Yeah, what I look for in brothers is like how he was trying to teach and how you cut him on teaching. I look for brothers to relinquish teaching until they authorize. That's what I look for. And so it sounds like this brother's still trying to teach in some capacity, and that's just not his position. That's not your position. Your position is just learning. Like how you do your super chats and you ask your questions, that's the position that you're at. And it's a discipline. Because when we could see a brother is disciplined enough to say, okay, I can't teach, I'm going to just learn, now we see something in him. But if we see a brother that still want to go out there and teach, you might be rebellious against us. Because like CHAATAZA said, you out of your own mouth said, I said the same thing. So now you go to CHAATAZA, he's telling you the same thing. So clearly there's an order in the school, and we need to see you submitting to that order. Then it's like, okay, yeah, that brother, yeah, he submitted to that order, man. We might want to bring him in the fold. If you're still on the fence, man, let's give him a little bit more time.
Yeah, right. You know, it's like I have a close father figure that, you know, he's taught me a lot. But, you know, he's a diehard Christian. And not only a diehard Christian, he's also, you know, like amongst Christians, I would say he's well versed. You know, he's not like just one of these Sundays Christians and just, you know, he spends time, you know, reading the Bible, whatever. So sometimes, because he knows that, you know, about what I be doing with you guys, and like, you know, he doesn't love it. And, you know, so it just ends up happening, to put it to, you know, in that way. But
I get it. So you're not trying to teach him, but what it sounds like you're saying is you're not really trying to teach, but because he knows you're learning from us, a battle ensues.
Yeah, exactly.
And in those moments, here's what you do in those moments. You say, I'm not authorized to teach yet, because where I'm learning from, Hebrews 5 and 12 says I must be taught first. That's still your test. He's going to do whatever he want to do. Your test is to not battle in those moments. And say, well, where I'm learning from, we got to be taught all over again.
Right.
And then say, hey, but I got this number you can call. I got this live stream you can watch. If you think you know something, ask them. That's it.
You know,
tell them to ask us.
You know, I had him call you one time, a long time ago, when I first started, like, you know, jumping on your calls and stuff. And you guys got into an argument. He just never wanted to call back. You know, he's an older dude, and you know.
Yeah.
Like but I will say, but he was Israelite into you know, he was learning about it at one point, a long time ago. But what happened with him is that he can't accept the, you know, like his stumbling block is he does not want to accept that salvation, the Israelite only, like it's a major hurdle for
him. Let me tell you something. The Bible says make your election sure. You spending more time talking about him than talking about yourself. You're either gonna focus on yourself, and if he comes in, so be it. But what are you doing with your election? That's what you want to focus on. Now, when we could see more consistency, now I'm not going to take away your consistency, because you in every live stream, you in the classes, like you said, you come to. I can witness that you come to the school on your lunch breaks when you worked in the area, so I can attest to you. But that last step, you can't worry about what another brother is doing. You got to make your election sure.
Right. And then I was gonna ask you too, like, how
you gonna ask CHAATAZA?
Yeah, actually, I will ask CHAATAZA, because I actually don't get to speak to you as often, CHAATAZA.
Well, Shalom, I'm Captain CHAATAZA. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, no, listen, I've called you a few times too, but it's just like this is the first time that I get to speak to you when it's like clear, because I usually get echoes, and the echoes get so bad at some point, like. So like it starts repeating, and then it starts talking over you, and then I just can't listen anymore. You know, it's happened maybe like 3 times when I've called in. Because last time I was talking to you, I was telling you how I just love that debate with those Catholics, you know.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people are talking about that.
It was just so impressive.
Most times.
You know, like, you know, that's why I told you that. I was like, you know, you guys to me, you're like Esau Cruz, you know, because I know that these guys, they just underestimate.
You're crazy.
And then, you know, and then listen, I just pop them in the mouth, and it's just like you see, they don't know what to do. Also with that, you made that Christian guy when y'all were on Matan, yo, that dude broke character, man. He wanted to get violent because he did, because he didn't want to, like, just, you know, he couldn't deal with what you were saying, and he broke and he lost, you know, and he decided to get physical. And it's crazy because every time I've seen it, for some reason they never want to go after Tazaryach. They always want to go after you.
Well, that's because he's 6'3".
Oh, yep. Tazaryach, he's shorter you those 2 inches? I thought you were 6'5". Hello?
He is definitely taller than 6'3".
Wait,
Nope.
he's 6'5"?
He's 6'5".
No, I'm saying Tazaryach be saying he's 6'5".
Cap. I can't hear him. Hold on,
They-
let me mute him.
I mean, me neither.
All right, let's just call him 6'5".
I bear witness. He is 6'5".
Yeah, but you know, I know that's true too, though, right? It's like, because, but ultimately,
Yeah,
what I see.
Oh, we hear you now, Cap.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Hold up. We gonna correct that 6'3" shit. You're not
You
gonna
said
take away
6'5",
my.
I told him already.
Nah. I heard. Listen, I pushed the wrong button. That's how fast I was trying to get to the phone because I heard I heard CHAATAZA say that fucking retarded ass 6'3". You gonna give me my 2 inches? Inches matter. I just asked a woman, do inches matter? So like, I'm 6'5".
He's 6'5", y'all.
Slug, sir.
So, but yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how many years of study did it take you to get, like, so knowledgeable about history and biblical history?
Well, funny story. When I came in the truth, Captain Tazaryach saw I had a gift for it, and he ordered me for it was like over a year. I wasn't allowed to teach anything but history. So it was like and this was during a time where there was a lot of current events happening. So I had to cheat and find a loophole. So like when they unalived Mike Brown, and then, you know what I'm saying, like the riots happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I went and did like a history of riots and then brought it to the present day so I could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So like I had to find creative ways to study history. But Captain Tazaryach saw it was my gift, and he didn't want me to run from it. So he forced me to do that for some time. And then and like a soldier, I follow orders, even though I found a loophole.
You know, it's crazy. And then,
but that was what was perfect about that was he was able to take that history and then bring it to current events, and then that taught him how to combine the two, which is important.
All right. I be thinking too, like, you always talk about General Yohana, and I'm like, damn, if they know this much and they tell me that they learned from General Yohana, I'm like, Jesus. I mean, God know how, like.
Oh yeah, he's light years beyond us, man. Command General Yohana is an amazing and above everything in brotherhood. That's the most important thing that he taught us. It wasn't just history. It wasn't just the color of Christ. It was how to bring blacks and Hispanics together under our King Yahushua. Command General Yohana showed us that incredibly.
All right, well,
right, Cat?
As always.
That's a fact. That's 100%. 100%
When's the next battle? When's the next battle, man?
Your Cat probably got a battle in 8 minutes.
No, man. The next battle is the next camp. The next thing you see us post and everything like that, man. Everything we do is a battle. Life is about war. That's what life is.
Right.
The next battle is, what are you going to do with that brother that you say didn't want to listen to me? That's the next battle. Battles ain't this big climax of some cat that you sitting in front of. The battle you have, like Michael Jackson had that song called "Man in the Mirror." That's the next battle. because there's something
Right.
within you that you might have to clean up off of yourself. So that's the next battle.
I mean, I tell this what I like about when you guys are saying across other people, because a lot of people love to teach, right? But not information isn't always accurate, right? Just like when that Catholic guy, Voice of Reason, was trying to school CHAATAZA, you were trying to tell you about something. He's told that story 1,000 times, but this time CHAATAZA was able to just cut him off. Like, well, no, that's a lie. And that's why I like to see it, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't just let somebody just push a story with no, no resistance, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the time as always. Shalom. And I don't know a lot of verbiage, but I got to get back to work, You guys have a good night, man.
Shalom.
All right, shalom, brother.
All right.
Cat, we might have a fun one. Anonymous.
Oh shit.
Hello.
And only most. What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, man. We can hear you. What's up?
I got a question. Waffles or pancakes?
Man, if you don't get your dumb ass out of here, man.
French toast, bitch.
Like, who calls into a live stream and say waffles or pancakes, man?
I don't know.
All the things going on in the world, and that's
for homo.
And he held on for a while too. That's the crazy part. Just to say that.
Just to say that.
So what's up, Cat?
Ain't nothing, man. I just left Chicago school, taught an excellent class. That's pretty much it, man. What else? I was in Indianapolis, taught they had a council with the community. That was pretty good. Other than that, just regular degular.
Not you saying regular degular.
I got that from this sister named Ebony on Clubhouse. I remember her saying regular
You got
degular.
you got that from me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, once upon a time you wouldn't say that in front of such and such, and I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, that's the slang. Now all of a sudden you say it, Cat. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. The woman popped up in my head when I thought about that.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. I'm just too ahead of my time, Cat.
There you go. That's it. You way ahead of your time. Hey, what's the subject you got today, man?
So
Questions going wild.
Hold up, we got another call. We'll get right back to the subject. The subject is about the first one to get arrested and brought in was the Prince.
Epstein files. Oh, okay.
Ooh-wee. But 718-207, you're on the air across the line radio. State your name, where you're calling from.
Shalom, Cat. Yeah, it's Yahananya or decoding. Spoke to you not too long ago. So yeah, I'm on my way home now from the class. First time going to the class, so that was Tawak.
Most time.
So yeah, I just heard you say something about the Prince. Got arrested.
Yep.
You said so. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I was calling actually to ask you about Bad Bunny, but this actually sounds like a more interesting topic.
So I mean, there's limited details to emerge right now, but it's just definitely interesting that Prince Andrew is the first to be brought in as far as charges is concerned with Epstein's Island.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder why they throwing him under the bus.
It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out such myself. I wonder if it's because his woman's supposed to be part black or because they rejected the crown or what type of example that they're trying to set, or if they're trying to apply some pressure to the UK to get people to play ball. It's very interesting. I can't wait to hear Commander Junior Hanna talk about it.
Khan. Yeah, I don't think he's the one that was married to the half black girl. I forget her name. Megan or something. That's the other one. I think that's the younger one.
Oh man, I'd be confusing them.
Yeah, this is the older one. This is the one that I think was married to the one that died, Diana.
Damn,
Princess Diana, way back in the, I think that was in the 90s, in the car crash and all of that.
man, not me mixing up my white people.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of them, they walking right past me. I'm on the highway, car accident. So I'm over here parked on the highway, and police are walking right past me. I don't know, they flashing the lights on me.
Okay, so let me see. Former Prince Andrew arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Okay, so that's what it was. Let me see here. They are bringing up connection to Epstein with him. Damn, like the way they pulled the photo album out on this cat.
I want to see if they get Bill Gates. That's the one.
Damn, yo, I'm going through these family pictures. They're all hideous.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you see? Like, there was a video of some naked guy that jumped out of the window from the palace or something. You ever seen that?
No, never.
Yeah, they had that floating around on YouTube when they were doing there was a lot of conspiracy stuff going on, and they had that video of some guy jumping out of the window or something from the palace.
Oh, hold on. I think Cat's back. No, he dropped off for a second. I'm not sure, but what was the question you were calling up with?
Nah, I was calling up to ask you about the Bad Bunny show.
What about it?
What you thought about it? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't watch it. I didn't really care for it to watch it.
Yeah, but I kind of had like mixed feelings. I know Bad Bunny. He kind of like the Puerto Rican Nas X or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I like the message. But I also know that they did it. They had some other ill intent behind it, all on top of that. So I kind of just was wondering, you know what I'm saying, how y'all would break that down.
Well, General Muhammad broke it down the other day. If you didn't want to watch it because of the LGBT influence, then you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? And if you think that that he had a message that was, you know, anti-establishment, then you're also not wrong. At the end of the day, it's just entertainers, and we have to stop getting so emotionally involved with entertainers.
Right, all right. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Just asking about that, and a lot of people, you know, that it just kept flooding my. I clicked on one clip, and then it just kept popping up on my YouTube.
My brother, it was good talking to you. I'm gonna take the next caller.
The water.
I on the ball. Shalom. 575. You're on the Ever Cross the Line Radio. State your name, where you calling from.
Shalom, this Ford. I'm calling from Washington State.
What's up, man? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, I got a question. Me and my wife's trying to see when's a good time for you Friday if you're available to have counsel.
You could schedule that with Captain Tazaryach. Let me do you have the number to the New York school?
No, but I got the number. I got Captain Tazaryach's number though.
Okay, hit him up direct.
Okay.
Shoot him a text.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him a text now.
All right. No sweat. Shalom. Let's see if this is the same anonymous caller. Anonymous.
Yo.
What up?
I got a question for you. You Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? That's what's up. Me too.
Oh, okay. What part of the island?
I don't even know, but I just know my mom is mixed with Puerto Rican. I'm like 25%.
What's your dad?
You said what?
What's your father?
Black.
Okay, so you from the tribe of Judah.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know about all that. I'm gonna be honest.
So what's up? What's your question, man?
Shit, I don't know. I'm just calling in. I don't know. I don't have a question really.
Well, I mean, if you just want to listen, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep you on the line so you can hear the show.
All right.
The number is 917-779-9499. That's 917-779-9499. You know what I'm saying? So call up, check us out. Good.
Every time somebody asks that in the chat, I just look right at the screen and the number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And I wonder if they're being serious.
Well, just in case.
Come on.
Just in case. But yeah, the number is scrolling directly on the bottom of the screen. So is hit the StreamYard link. I believe that should be pinned inside there. Captain Tazaryach was with us. I don't know where he went. Maybe he got a phone call. Yeah, I'd be confusing those princes, man. I don't know. It's hard for me to really like care about them. It's kind of interesting to see like the climate, what's going on politically a little bit. Like, because normally I can't stand politics. Some brothers got a gift with that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers love current events. I'll be stuck in the past with history. Speaking of history, I have a new book coming. It is called KJ Verified. So if y'all ever wanted to know why the KJV, if y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying, what validates the Apocrypha, if you want the history of what the climate was like, as to why King James decided to translate the scriptures, how the Catholic Church was his number one enemy and had several assassination plots and attempts against him. Contextual criticism of the accuracy of the Bible, because people always say, oh, it was changed. Okay, so let's find out. All of this is inside of this book. It will be available Passover week, limited copies. I've been debating about doing pre-sales because last year I sold out relatively quick. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, wanted that book. They had to wait a second. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Matter of fact, man, there's a couple of hundred people in here right now, man. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want some pre-sales. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a 1 if y'all want to reserve a copy. If not, first come, first serve basis. My books, some of them are on Amazon. Another one I haven't added to Amazon as of yet. That's A Tribe Called Gad. That was in the TikTok shop, but I just sold out. The Sons of Joseph book will be coming out at a later time. Damn, man, y'all want to reserve y'all copy, huh? Y'all want to make sure you get one. I see y'all. Big ups to everybody in the chat. This is gonna be a good one. This is definitely, you know what I'm saying, gonna be a good one. Let me see. I'm gonna read an excerpt, you know what I'm saying, real quick for y'all. Let me see. What do I want to drop for y'all? Dum, dum, dum. Let me see. Scroll down a little bit further. I'm checking out the chapters right now. And go down a little further. That's a good chapter too. Then there's a lot of good information here. All right, so I got one for y'all, man. So this got to do with the lies that's told about King James. One of them in particular is the major lie that I'd like to start with is that King James was behind the transatlantic slave trade via his charters. Claims that King James I was involved with the Royal African Company are historically impossible. The Royal African Company was chartered in 1660 under Charles II, 35 years after James I's death in 1625. No such corporation existed during James's reign, nor did England yet possess a crown-backed slave monopoly. He fortified African trading posts or codified or fortified African trading post or codified racial slave law. While James I authorized early colonial ventures, the Royal African Company belongs to a later Restoration era imperial system and cannot be retroactively attributed to him without collapsing chronologically. Yikes. I also go into the lies about, him being a part of the community and different things like that. So definitely check it out. The Sons of Joseph won't be dropping no time soon, but this one will be. The one I keep hearing is that he's a homosexual. Yeah, no, that's a lie. So King James was not a homo. He was not a Mo. And let me see if I got a little excerpt for you. Stephen Costin is correct in one essential part. The narrative, so this is one of the sources that I got a portion of this information from, was the narrative surrounding James's character grew through hostile tradition and was later repeated with increasing certainty. Mainstream historians may disagree on ultimate conclusions, but they acknowledge the role of factional politics, the exaggerations of Weldon, and the interpretive nature of evidence. The accusations largely come later, meaning after King James's death is when a lot of the smear campaigns came up against him from people that did not like him in court, or for the very fact of what he did with the actual translation. So what it comes down to is that there's a lot of slander that was told against him. You know what I'm saying? So now it says reputation is not always built on evidence. Sometimes it's built on repetition. James Unjustly Accused argues that the moral portrait of King James that circulates today owes more to hostile tradition than documented proof. So a lot of the stuff there was really just smear campaigns that was set against him. And you got to remember, like, they tried to assassinate King James. So any of y'all ever see the movie V for Vendetta? So V for Vendetta, that mask that he wears is Guy Fawkes. That's the cat who was charged with getting the gunpowder and basically, being able to detonate the explosives to assassinate King James, like where they always talk about how they were going to destroy Parliament. So there's also stories concerning that it was the Jesuits who was not only behind it, but funded it and orchestrated it on behalf of the Catholic Church in order to assassinate King James and then take out his Parliament, to replace it with a regime of their own, which, I mean, is really no different than what the CIA does in other countries. Like, if you could just see what they did in Venezuela, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could imagine what the Catholic Church was going to do back then. So they try to paint it like Guy Fawkes was a hero who was fighting against oppression and tyranny and such, you know what I'm saying? When really we know who the real issue was. If y'all don't remember anything but the mask, the same mask that cat Anonymous uses, that's basically the main point that y'all need to know. How the hell does this cat Tyrone have this many damn accounts?
I was surprised it took him this long into the show to make his first appearance.
It's pretty insane, my brother. I ain't gonna hold you. It's pretty wild. I want to show y'all something though, man. I want to show y'all something pretty cool. Let me see. Let me go date modified. Let me see what this is looking like. No, it's not the one I want. No, it's not it either. It's a little bit closer. Let me see. Nope. Nope. That ain't it either. We might be able to use that one. Let me check the phone line. 562-606. You're on the Across Line Radio.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I do, man. I don't know if I'm watching this live, if it's lagging, but what you guys are currently talking about King James just now, or were you guys talking about something else?
No, we were talking about King James.
Hey, you know, so I live in LA, and I come across some of these Hebrew Israelites from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I had a conversation with one of these guys, they made it seem like the Bible is in its purest state. There's like, I think you just got done talking about a smear campaign for King James.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting to me because you're telling me that over all this time that the Bible has remained untouched and, you know, nothing has been added to or taken out. Is that what you're saying to me?
So you have, like, for example, I'm just going to give you a very, very obvious one. Let's just say you have something like the King James Version, which had the Apocrypha inside of it. And then you have later Reformations, which removed the Apocrypha. We have a point in time where we can look at the Bibles that came out later and the Bibles from then. We also have ancient documents that you could compare to other copies throughout time. Are you familiar with textual criticism?
Yes.
So with textual criticism, are you aware of, let's just use the New Testament, for example. Are you aware of to what manner of accuracy they say the New Testament was copied over with?
I don't know that manner of accuracy, but you can enlighten me.
99.5% accuracy.
Oh my goodness, bro. Come on, man. Okay. Put it in this perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Who am I speaking with? Who is this?
This is Captain CHAATAZA.
This is I'm trying to pronounce your name correctly.
You could just call me Cap.
CHAATAZA. CHAATAZA. Let me see.
It's CHAATAZA, not CHAATAZA. If you can't pronounce it, you could just call me Cap.
CHAATAZA. I want to get it right. No, I just want to get it right. No funny shit, but CHAATAZA. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so all right, Cap. So put it in this perspective. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of whoever you feel like the enemy is, because I feel like we have a lot of similarities, but in terms of whoever you feel like the enemy is, has the enemy tampered, would you say, has the enemy tampered with the people of God? Would you say that? Yes or no?
I can't say tampered with. I think that's the wrong word. Have they oppressed them? Yes.
Have they altered? Okay. Transatlantic slave trade, slavery, they've altered our way of life, our culture, our name, our tongue. We have been tampered with. Yes or no?
So we've had it stripped from us. Yes, but that doesn't change the record. That doesn't change something that predates people who are alive.
Okay, so we're not talking about predating or any of that, and anything of that nature. We're just specifically talking about what one people did to another people.
Right, but we are also talking about things that they did in the past as well, because you went back to the transatlantic slave trade and neither one of us was alive. So I'm just trying to reference a point to let you know that the actual record which holds this people's culture exists before it was stripped from them, and it exists after.
Okay, so I don't think that doesn't weigh any bearing on with the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is the fact that you got enlightened because something was taken from you. You didn't come out the womb unless your parents were Hebrew Israelites. You had to be restored. Something happened to you where you now have to be put back in a certain light. Come on, man. This is common sense.
Well, I would say you
rebuttaling just to rebuttal? Because this point that I'm making,
I feel like
so
that's
simple.
what you're doing. I think that's a little bit of projection. I think that what you're saying, the reverse happened. I was enlightened, you understand, after receiving the truth back. That's what made me enlightened. What put me in darkness was having it stripped from me. You just stated how we lost it.
Okay, so then one people tampered with another people. They were able to strip certain things from that people that sent them astray, and you are a bearing witness of that tampering.
Okay,
because
and what
now
does that
you're
have to? And what does that have to do with the text?
all right. Now, I just wanted to get past that part. Okay, so
Okay.
now my question is to you: what's more important to God? What would you say weighs more on God? Would it be pages in a book, or would it be flesh and blood, his people? What would you say is more important to him?
So it's a false binary. You're asking a question where you're creating this construct that it doesn't line up with my paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what matters to God is obedience. And the way that we know what we're supposed to obey was maintained in a record that was passed down for generations, that flesh and blood is supposed to obey that record, or the words inside that record, because that's what God ordained through his prophets.
Okay. Again, that is 100% correct, but that's not the premise. What I'm saying is
It's a false premise.
I'm asking you a question. In your mind, what makes more sense? What does God care about more? Would he care about people, or would he care more about a book? What's more important to him?
So you're giving me a false premise.
How?
Because the people are supposed to obey what's in the book. The book is his word, is his decree. This is how it survived. So it's like, hold on. Okay. Do you believe the Bible is the word of God?
Of course.
So why would he throw away or negate his word? That word is left there so the people can obey it. Because hold on. When the people, let me just show this to you. When the people don't obey the word, he throws away the people while the record survived. And it just so happens that the record was waiting there for the people to come back to start following him. That's why you're setting this up in a false premise.
No, it's not a false premise, because the word is there for the people. The people aren't there for the word. It's not the other way around. The word is there for the people. The people aren't there for the word. I
just said that.
Okay, so then if that's the case, then the word, I'm not taking anything away from the word. I'm not taking anything away from the Bible. I'm just saying that in my mind, God would more so care about a life than a book. That's just, no, wait, before you rebuttal, because I know you're about to say something else. Hold on, wait, before you talk, listen, this makes perfect sense. Come on, man. And look, let's not just talk just to be combative. Let's just this is just perfect sense.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Okay, pages. What are pages made out of? Paper. What is that coming from?
Okay, that's not what this conversation is. You're moving the goalpost away from what this initially started. You are. You absolutely are.
I'm getting to a conclusion here. But
here's what I want you to do. I want you to get straight to the point.
All right. So that's what I have to do that now, because you won't let me finish. You're going to keep on rebuttaling me. So it's cool. I got to do that now.
Well, because you're saying things that aren't true, and you're also asking me questions. So you asked the question. Now you're upset I'm responding to your questions?
No, I'm not upset. It's just that you're not. It's just you agree with me, but I have to put it in just basic terms. Like, okay, what are we talking about here? We're talking about flesh and blood versus ink and paper. Just because ink and wait, hold up. Let me say this. They print thousands of books every year. It's just ink and paper. God is more, now I'm about to draw this to the conclusion. God is more concerned with his people versus ink and paper. So if the people have more reverence with God, and the people have been tampered with, like the first premise that I gave you, and we agree on that, the people of God have been tampered with, which weigh much more heavier on the heart of God than sheets of paper. If the people have been tampered with, then that means that it's super easy for the book. I just got
a super chat, man. You're in timeout for 10 minutes. My audience is tired. They think you're playing games. I'm putting you on mute for the next 10 minutes. 314-681. You're on the air with Cross the Line Radio. 314-681. I'm gonna try muting you and unmuting you. 314-681. There we go. Big ups to you for your donation. 314-681. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Ben.
What's up, Ben? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, I was wondering what the new question was.
What new question?
Oh, just what we were talking about.
Well, I just had a caller on the line, a separate caller. He was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
nonsense.
he was a clown. Can we talk about something like more insightful?
Well,
than that guy?
that's what you called up for. So what is it that you're calling up for? What's your agenda?
No, I just kind of wanted to have some dialogue about the state of our country and like where you guys think it's going in terms of, you know, this recent resurgence with like faith.
Could you kind of elaborate a little further, like a recent insurgence with what faith?
No, resurgence in faith. It just seems like a lot more people are being drawn to different religions, I think, after the pandemic and all that. It's just
could you be a little bit more specific, like what religions, like be a little bit more succinct?
Well, I mean, just with my Christian church, I know we've seen like a 2x growth in our congregation just within the last year and a half.
Okay.
But that's kind of been echoed across the country from my other brethren out there.
That's interesting because I've actually seen the opposite. I've seen people leaving the church in droves to find out answers, and I've actually unfortunately seen people going into alternative spiritualities. So like I've actually seen the churches emptying out.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What part of the country are you guys in?
Well, we're all across the country. We have over 50 locations around the world. Right now, currently, I'm in Texas, but when I was in New York, I mean, New York seems like it's done with church.
Yeah, it's sad, especially the city up there. I know the rural parts are still okay, but yeah, man, I just think without some type of religion or faith, you know, this country is doomed.
Well, I think that because of my faith, I think that this country is doomed because God's going to bring justice for the crimes that were committed here.
Tell me more. What crimes?
Have you heard of slavery?
Yeah, but I mean,
that's a big one.
You know, who did that?
White people.
No, but like who sold the slaves to the States, to the America, right?
So I'm not worried about them right now. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get their judgment too, but I don't live on that side of the world. I live in America. So because I live in America, I know that they went and purchased slaves and then held them, you know what I'm saying, and created Barbadian slave codes that they adopted throughout the entire country, you know what I'm saying, and maimed and raped and did all different sorts of atrocities throughout the centuries. So I'm not really talking about, you know what I'm saying, who sold them. I'm talking about who bought them and then brought them over here and then stripped them of their God and of their culture and of their heritage, you know what I'm saying, and enslaved them for centuries.
But was that all Americans? Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying like the backbone of this country was built on slavery and we differ from the rest of the world because nobody else was built on slavery? Or you're accepting the fact that other parts of the world were built on slavery, but you don't live there, so you're just not worried about them?
So judgment is going to come to all nations. You know what I'm saying? So judgment is going to come to Great Britain. Judgment is going to come to France. I'm focused on America because contextually we're talking about this nation, right? Like, you know, when you called up, you didn't say, well, I'm concerned with where France is going. You didn't call up and say, I'm concerned with what's going on in Papua New Guinea. You know, like
Right.
you said, I'm concerned with America. So excuse me for being in context. And then you asked me about crimes. So what's interesting is I talk about the crimes of America and you want to leave the continent because you didn't ask me what judgment do I think is coming to the tribes in Africa who sold the children of Israel. You asked me about why I believe judgment is coming to America.
Right.
Right.
So you believe America isn't made up of individuals. It's we all fall under the same bracket. So then by you paying tax dollars, you're feeding in to basically a sinful nation, right?
Which is
why are you still here then?
I got
Why would you stay in a country that you hate and you know is going to be judged by the Lord?
I got you. I got you. Well, see, just out of curiosity, right? Because I don't, you know, I don't like to assume. I would think that you're of the Caucasian persuasion.
No, I don't know what that is. No.
What's your race? What's your ethnicity? Who are you? Are you a white man? Are you a black man? Are you Chinese?
I'm a black guy.
I don't believe that at all.
We're on the how can you what so what preconceived notions and judgments are you making from this voice call?
The fact
this is
that,
this great. No, this is gold.
Hold on. Because here's the thing, right? Your voice has a complexion. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Yeah,
that's like the most racist, stereotypical thing I've ever heard.
Your voice. Well, let's continue on. Well, if you're a black guy and that's the most racist thing you've ever heard, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy to me. You know what I mean? But let's just listen. Since women could pretend to be men, you know what I'm saying? You could pretend to be black for a minute. So, you know what I'm saying? So walk along with me because your arguments, even that you gave me, are white supremacist tropes. Because black people don't ever say, well, if you don't like it, then leave. White people say that. But what's pretty interesting is my father's indigenous to this land. My father was here before white people. So if you're
whoa, hang on, wait.
Slow down.
Indigenous meaning
slow
indigenous meaning who are the original people of this land?
Down.
Right.
I'm answering your question. We're going to have a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But you said a lot of things. So I'm just trying to cover the ground. Like, it seems like you don't like when I'm actually able to answer your questions. Like, it seems like you want to run to every topic but what we're talking about. Like, so let's just get back to this. America is Babylon. And the reason as to why I'm not leaving here is because my people are in captivity here. So as a result, I'm going to do what the prophets did in ancient Babylon, just like Daniel, who was safe in the lion's den of Babylon. And I'm going to speak to my people to wake them up before judgment comes, that maybe they might be saved, or maybe even myself, that the Lord might have mercy on. I'm not going to be selfish, take this information and run somewhere else. So I'm going to stay here and I'm going to do what the scriptures say. And I'm going to come out of her spiritually, and I'm not going to partake in her plagues like it sounds like you might, because America's Babylon and it's going to be destroyed. The floor is yours.
Yeah, that sounds like a great excuse to live under the blanket of freedom that is America, bro. This is the only country where you can go and like spew this nonsense and then like just go out about your day normally. You know what I mean? Like you can't go anywhere else in the world and do that. And you won't leave because you know that. And just be honest. Like, you just be honest.
So the thing is, we're not free. And if I go anywhere in the world,
where have you been? Where have you been that you felt more free than America?
I've actually been around the world. I've been all over Europe. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to Mexico. I've been to, let me see, France, Spain, Italy, Aruba. I mean, I could keep naming countries. Like I travel. My passport is tatted up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who you think you're speaking to. So
Right. So where have you
hold
been
on. So
that is more free than America?
I'm going to bring this all the way back home. I know you don't understand this because you're cosplaying
Bro,
as
you're
a black
scared to
man.
leave America because this is the only place
Well,
on
I
earth
know
where you
that
can have
I know that you're
radical opinions for
cosplaying.
clickbait,
And
be like, I'm well traveled, bro.
I don't know.
You ain't well traveled, dude. Everybody knows America's the safest, freest place in the world, and you're
what I'm
just
gonna do.
scared,
This is what I'm gonna
retarded.
do. I'm gonna mute you for a second. Oh, he hung up. Okay. So if you just want to ramble, we don't have to have the conversation. I think it's interesting that he wanted to hide who he was. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like, did he think that he was just going to throw that out there and get away with it?
It was so funny when I said, like, what's your race? He said, I'm a black guy.
How did he think that was going to go? Oh, okay.
Yo, but what's crazy is, like, have you ever heard a black man say, I'm a black guy?
I've never heard a black man say any of the things.
It's usually like, I'm black, or it'll be, I'm black, bro. I'm a black man. I've never heard, I'm a black guy. I'm a black guy. I'm a black guy.
The caucasity.
even when I said, "Are you of the Caucasian persuasion?" Like, what does that mean, sir? What? G. Willikers.
Hey, Salaki. Hey, Shalom. How about you,
Shop What's going on?
Like you said, Cap, that Negro was cosplaying. I ain't gonna even call him a Negro. I mean, he was cosplaying.
You tried it.
That was good. That was good. Like, I'm really I was really locked in, man. Like, I don't think, like, you really want to have that discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm really not going to be moved by the things that you say, to be honest. And I feel like everything that you said was a lie. Like, I feel like your church is not filling up. I don't even really feel like you go to church, because, like, if you really went to church and was a Bible thumper, you really wouldn't be trying to have conversations that were like geopolitical. You would have been like, why don't you think I could get salvation?
Right.
Because John 3:16 says, and then we would have had that discussion. We would have had that conversation. That's usually how it goes.
God. And if I can, just like the brother before him, the brother before him, he was talking about God only care about the flesh and the people. And how did God only care about the Bible? The scriptures is life. That's how you get life. It tells you in the scriptures. If you want to have life, then you're gonna follow law, statutes, and commandments. That's why he don't believe in the Bible.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really, like, belief to them is a thought, is an idea, is a feeling. It's never what you actually have to do. It's always vague and ambiguous. It's pretty ridiculous. He hung up pretty quick too. That's the interesting part, because I really would have just kept him on, let him, calm down, and then got right back into the conversation.
You ran out of steam.
My voice has complexion. That's the most atrocious thing anybody's ever said to me.
You bought that devil out of Cap shit.
That's the Lord, man. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I want to show y'all something pretty cool too. So y'all might not know, but I've been working on something for some time, and I'm starting to release it little by little. And if y'all could see the screen, if y'all could check it out. Damn, I can't enlarge that. Y'all see the character on the screen?
Come on.
So just so y'all know, I got like our own anime coming, and this is the main character of the show, Masha. and this is gonna be fire. This is really our story in anime. I just want y'all to know. So source code anime, man, check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be releasing the characters. I'm gonna be releasing different playlists. And then eventually I'm gonna be actually releasing the issues and then, you know, full episodes in the future. So, you know what I'm saying? Join me on this journey, man. Tap in, listen to the playlist, like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that is gonna be for, you know, damn near all ages. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kids gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, this just like anime, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want y'all to definitely check this out. And we got what do you call it? I got a couple of other characters. So like what I've been doing with the playlist is, I don't know if y'all saw this joint the other day. So like this is his right hand man, Knock. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, he don't actually DJ or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's basically some of the things we've been doing on the playlist. So check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And just stay tuned for more releases. It's going to be pretty dope. You know what I mean? And we back.
That's what's up.
One day people are going to be like, yo, Cap, when did you have the time to do all this? That's how you spell it. Oh man, they rejected my comments now. This is crazy. How you gonna tell me I'm spamming on my own account?
They were doing that to me during
It's pretty insane. So it's spelled just how it says, source code anime, man. Check us out. There it is. Comments on the screen. You could search for it on Facebook. You could search for it on YouTube. There's also an Instagram page, but it's kind of parked. I'm not all the way locked in with it yet. You know what I'm saying? But there's some pretty cool lo-fi playlists up there too. Appreciate everybody who subbed. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself. But yeah, phone lines are wide open. 917-779-9499. 917-779-9499. You could also join on the live. And I just think like what's interesting too is I've been having a lot of conversations with Christians these days. And what I'm consistently finding is the audacity. Christians have audacity. And the audacity that they have, like, so we were at camp at the Alamo, right? And this cat that barely had enough meat on his bones to stand up, you know what I'm saying? He came by. He claims that he was I don't know if he was Dominican. He claimed that he was Dominican and black, and he started to have a conversation. But like, this is what blew my mind about the conversation. Christians passive aggressively want authority. So in the conversation, he said, I came over here to learn how to rebuke you. So we're having a discussion. And then he turned around and he says, you think you have authority. And I said, I do have authority because of the Most High. I said, you think you have authority. He says, no, I don't. No, I don't. I said, you want to know how you believe you have the authority to rebuke us? You came over here saying, I've come to learn how to rebuke you. It's like they want it's like so ugly, man. They want to throw stones and hide their hand. They want to act like they're not there to correct anybody while trying to correct somebody. They want to literally proclaim that they're doing the opposite of what they're doing. It's like white people. That like a white man will stab you and then ask you, why are you bleeding? Gaslighting, like, to the highest degree. Like this is the place that we live, because like the religion of Christianity is two things. It's like ignorance. Like ignorance is the first one. What, you know what I'm saying? Like white supremacy is the second one. It's ignorant white supremacy. Because when I talk to a Christian, not only are they ignorant, but like a Christian will come up and then try to say something to me authoritatively. And they said it to me like I'm wrong. Kind of crazy. I'm like, okay, I'm wrong. So let's go find out. So now I asked them a simple question, like, you know what's been jamming them up lately, which is interesting? Romans, the 9th chapter.
Okay.
They go to Romans, the 9th chapter. And then all I do is go down to like Romans 9 and 24. And I'm like, who's OC? I have no idea. So why were you just talking to me like, you know, like you were coming over here to educate me on something? Why were you just talking to me like you knew exactly what it was that you're talking about? And then before you know it, you know what happens? They gotta close the book, start talking to me and say, I'm gonna go home and study. That's probably the best thing you could do. Go home, study, recalibrate. Same thing happened the other day. So Cat came up to me trying to challenge something on the Old Testament and the difference between the old and the new, and the old is done away with, talking about nobody can do atonements for sins and all this. I brought him to one scripture, and then he had to backpedal and say, you know what, I'm gonna go study, I'm gonna come back and see you later. He never came back. Been waiting for him. We're pretty easy to access. And it's not because of me. Like, you know, the scripture says, like, you know what I'm saying, pull that, I think it's in Luke. You know what I'm saying? Where it says that I shall give you a tongue that none of your foes shall be able to withstand. Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. Get that for me, man. I ain't heard that precept in a while. That's what I got to start doing, man. I got to start yelling precept in class. Precept. I need y'all to be sharp, man. I need y'all to be sharp. Let me see something. The Star of Remphan. You know what I would love? Hey, I'll give anybody $1,000 right now if you could prove this is the Star of Remphan. So here's what I want. Remphan goes back to Saturn. I want archaeology from Saturn's temple with this symbol. You show me that, I give you $1,000 right now. Venmo, Zelle, whatever it is. And if there's a limit on the Zelle, I'll send you 500 today and 500 tomorrow.
Like, that ain't played out yet to them. They just, none of them will ever be able to prove that connection.
My main man, Priest and Officer Hawar, said it's Luke 21 and 15. Can you grab that?
Got it. Yeah, I got it for you.
Read it for me, man.
Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Brother, that's like that video when you saw earlier with the two Issacharite brothers when me and Captain Tazaryach battled. You know what I'm saying? Like our adversaries are not going to resist this because the Lord gave us this. This ain't about me. This ain't about Captain Tazaryach. Nobody's bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? But this is the place that the Most High put his name on. This is the place, you understand, that the Lord put his spirit in. And this is the place that is not going to be confounded. Yo, Herb Wise, I don't believe that at all in any way, shape, form. Gino Jennings is shook. I promise you he does not want to talk to Captain Tazaryach. Listen, y'all are making the charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are telling me this is an idol. Do you know that the burden of evidence when it comes down to guilt is on the accuser? It's up to you to prove that I'm guilty. Show me the evidence. Where's it at? I'll wait. Just let me know. I wish I could play cricket noises right now, man. I got to bring the soundboard back. But what's going on in the world, man? What's happening, y'all?
Oh, it's another day of madness.
What's so mad that's going on?
They're still talking about Jesse Jackson's legacy, debating.
Jesse Jackson was a damn traitor and a sellout, but please continue.
100%. Let's see.
Talk to me, man. What you got for us?
So I don't know if you saw this. Trying to pull this up real quick. Oh, they restored those the slavery exhibits in Philly that they just took down, that Trump ordered to be taken down. That gave the whole breakdown on how George Washington and his wife Martha treated their slaves terribly and moved them back and forth to New Jersey just to avoid having to free them.
Yo, there's somebody who came from another country and went to the Mount Vernon plantation, and he says, I can't believe that this is how the condition of the slaves of George Washington. Like he wrote, it was a cheese. He wrote, we don't treat criminals like this back home.
I think you're talking about Kosciuszko.
It very well might be. Like the bridge?
And he also was put Jefferson, if I'm remembering this correctly, in charge of executing his will. And Jefferson refused to free his slaves even in death.
Wait, but in his will, George Washington wanted his slaves freed?
I'm trying to remember the exact thing. No, Jefferson supposedly was going to free his slaves, but made it so that they still weren't able to be freed. I'd have to look this up to jog my memory on this.
Yeah, no, let me know that, because that'd be great for when I'm talking to people about America, especially in the streets, when they try coming up to me like, this is the land of the free. Like, oh, okay, let's be real now.
But are you familiar with this exhibit in Philadelphia?
Which one?
It's right by the Liberty Bell. About a week ago or so, it was taken down as part of the Trump mandates to take down anything in federal parks or federally controlled land that portrayed the history of America in a negative way. And so they took these down, and then they got a judge to reinstate them. So they just put them back up today.
I'm not familiar with that, my man. I've been a little bit unplugged. I've been deep diving deep in work, man. I was finishing up this book, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot going on. Lot. I got my hands in a lot of pots right now.
Can't wait to see this book.
Yes,
are you a beer drinker, sir?
You said what?
You a beer drinker?
I have an occasional beer, yeah.
I just came up on this beer in Whole Foods, this black-owned brewery.
I saw it online, actually. I think I like the picture.
Yeah, it looked like King James right on the can.
That's insane. Let me see something before. While you looking up that information, let me get this call. 668-171. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name, where you calling from.
My name is Lawrence Brooks, and I'm calling from Thailand.
From Thailand?
Yes, sir.
No
yes,
shit. Sir. How is it over there?
It's pretty hot, and I was going to go out and weed eat, but I got to wait until it gets around 5 o'clock or something.
Damn.
And I am Tribe of Judah.
Okay.
And I have been listening to y'all for a minute, and I listened to Captain Tazaryach, is it?
Tazaryach. Captain Tazaryach.
Tazaryach. Yeah, I listened to both of y'all, and I was following that Sakari, and
I'm sorry to hear that.
I had to. Yeah. As soon as I found out everything, I got away from that, and I want to tell you all, I'd like to join a school, and also I want to thank y'all so much for your contribution, what you're doing. It is really appreciated.
Well, most high in Christ, brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your kind words, man.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in Thailand for?
Actually, I retired here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Shit,
I
we don't
retired.
have anybody out in Thailand. We gotta. Who's the closest school to Thailand?
I don't know if there's a school in Thailand. Maybe I could make one. I don't know.
Well, what would happen is, yeah, like you'd probably be that one, but we're gonna, for you to be taught, man, we got to get you under somebody so that this way they could show you the ropes. What's the
Yeah.
closest state in America to you?
The closest place would be Virginia.
Virginia is the closest to Thailand?
No. See, actually, I'm from Virginia, but before I got to know all the information, because I was so excited about learning that I was from the tribe of Judah and the bloodline of Judah, archaeology, prophecy. It's been great for me to prove who I was, because I'm a Negro and I didn't know who I was, and I mean I'm super excited right now.
Are you able to call international?
Yeah, I'm calling international right now.
Okay. Do me a favor, man. Send me an email to crossthelinerradio@gmail.com, and I'm going to get you some contact information.
Okay, I will. And by the way, I'm reading your books, and I heard the new book you're coming out with, and I read your books on Kindle, and y'all are really dropping some wisdom. It's unbelievable. You're dropping wisdom, and I'm hearing it. Yeah. And by the way, shalom.
Shalom. Which books have you read?
Let me see. I have to. I read them on Kindle because obviously I can't order anything from Amazon. I'll get them here just a second. Let me see if I can pull this up. I can't get to the front page. I'm on the book right now. I can't get to the front page. But anyway,
no sweat.
I had a question too.
Okay.
I would like to know how they say that the Eskimos are black, and I would like to know how they got here. And is there any book I can read about it? Because a lot of it's like they're white people or something, I think.
So the Eskimos are Japhetic. They're not our people. So they're not connected to us in the tribes. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Inuit people.
Okay.
So just like the Hawaiians, you know what I'm saying? Like Hawaii is part of America right now, you know what I'm saying? But the Hawaiians are also Japhetic. Those aren't our people.
Oh, okay. If I was in class, I'd probably know all that already. But I would really like to get in class because I want to be a part of something that's for real. Well, I know you guys are real.
What I'm gonna do is, man, I'm gonna get you in contact with the closest school to you, and we'll get there. So if you could send me that email, and then we'll coordinate through that and get you set up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll send my email to Cross the Line. And by the way, It was so funny. That guy you were talking to, and he says, "I'm a black guy." It was just hilarious.
Brother, could you believe he said that?
No, I couldn't. And then, his words were like an admission to his guilt.
It was so bad.
It was hilarious. Yeah, but okay, I'll get that email right out to you, and let's see what we can do, because you guys are the real deal.
Most High.
And I know that. Yeah. Shalom.
Well, shalom, my brother.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Good talking to you. Thailand, baby.
Yeah. What's your? Say again.
I said, good talking to you, brother. Thailand, baby. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's great out here. The reason I retired here is because the money goes a long way, basically. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I heard that. That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to be all the way over there, but you know.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to talking to y'all again for sure.
Most High in Christ, we're locked in with you, brother.
Okay, I'll get that email right out to you.
Okay, excellent.
All right, bye-bye.
Shalom. Hey, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break, and you got the playlist on the other side still queued up.
I do.
If you could, you know what I'm saying, do me a favor, play that real quick. I have to take this call. Give me 1 second. I don't know about y'all, man. I feel like that was great hold music. Nah, for real. All right, and we back. Just so you know, man, that and other playlists are going to be on that other channel I told y'all about earlier. We got another call, man. Let me see what we talking about. 929-592. You're on the air with Crossline Radio. State your name, where you calling from. New York City. Who am I talking to? What's happening, man? Who's this though?
Man.
Okay, what's happening?
Yo, why you say baptism is done away with after Christ came on the scene with
Baptism,
John with the water.
Yeah, water baptism is done away with. Water baptism is John's baptism.
Okay, so you're saying Philip went off? Then Philip missed an understanding. He went off. Went on later in
I'm not telling you like he went off. I'm telling you that he didn't understand at the time. Some of them were still doing water baptism, but it was it's kind of like when it says that the Comforter would be sent and would teach them all things. Then I remembered. You understand? They were doing John's baptism, and then they remembered what Christ said, because Christ was his baptism water or fire?
So you're saying
Can you answer my question?
Water is a symbol of a spiritual thing. It's not just plain water. You'll always say water.
So then what was the fire?
The fire is the spirit. Water, and by water and by spirit. You must be born again.
And John said, the one that cometh after me would baptize with water or fire.
It would include.
That is not what it said.
It's cut off.
That is not what it said. It did not say it was included. That's not what it said. Do we have to read the verse?
So one thing I want to ask you also, quick. So the spirit of the Lord went off too, no?
Let's just
spirit is the one that guides Philip to the.
Listen, we don't have to be emotional about it. We could just read the Bible.
Yeah, because it's you there.
Yeah. So let's just read the Bible. Here's what it says, because you're lying on the Bible. You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I
You're
know
lying.
what the Bible said. Look,
no, you're lying. We're gonna read the Bible right now. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Be quiet for a second.
What?
Be quiet.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Matthew chapter 3 and 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance. Who's speaking? John. But he that cometh after me, who comes after him?
The Christ
is mightier than I.
Right.
Who's mightier than who?
Christ is mightier than John, because
there we
Christ
go.
comes from heaven. Yeah.
There we go. Whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. John cannot, you know what I'm saying? Like, cannot walk in Christ's shoes. He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost and with fire. Where does it say fire and water?
He did say, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must be born of water and of spirit.
And what's the water?
No man can enter the kingdom unless he be born of water and by spirit. Did that dissolve? I'm asking you.
And
is
John,
that done away with?
John.
That's saying.
So here's what you have to know. Now you're actually swimming in the right waters. No pun intended. All right. So now that water is symbolic. John used literal water. Did Christ use literal fire?
No, well, I am trying to tell you that the water is not a literal thing. It symbolizes something that is spiritual.
Yes,
but you say mere water. It's like you're saying just like the like the pagan churches does all these years, as you know. They just dunk you in water and you come up. That's all they do. They dunk you in water.
And this
But
was
there's no order go with it.
this is what the water is. This is Ephesians 5:26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. The word is the water. It's not literal water. There's John's baptism and there's Christ's baptism. How many baptisms are there supposed to be?
There is the one baptism that you do with water, and then you receive the Holy Spirit.
No.
So I asked you earlier, did the Spirit went off too? The Spirit that guide Philip, did that Spirit went off?
You're going off.
Why would the Spirit guide Philip to do a baptism?
The Spirit guided him over there to talk to the eunuch. It never said that the Spirit told him to dunk him in a river. Let me show you why you don't know what you're talking about.
But the Spirit guided him back
Let's
where he came
Bible
from.
again.
Didn't the Spirit guide him back, guide him there and guide him back?
Let's just read the Bible again.
Why would the Spirit do a thing like that? The Spirit should know better.
Let's just read the Bible again. This is Acts 19:1. We're going to read the Bible. And it came to pass that while Apollos was at Corinth, Paul, having passed through the upper coast, came to Ephesus, and finding certain disciples, he said unto them, have ye received the Holy Spirit since ye believed? And they said unto him, we have not so much as heard whether there be any Holy Spirit. And he said unto them, unto what then were ye baptized? And they said, unto John's baptism. So if what you're saying is true and they were baptized, if they were baptized in John's baptism, that means they were baptized in water, correct?
Yeah, they did the first step, and then they received the Holy Spirit later on.
Not the first step.
Wait, why you don't read what I'm saying with you? Acts 8.
Because
why you not reading Acts 8?
Because I'm showing
you.
I'm showing you where it got corrected. If you have John's baptism and Christ's baptism, how many baptisms is that?
It's the same baptism, water and spirit.
It is not the same baptism. If it's the same baptism, why did they call it John's baptism?
It's not John baptism. John didn't create a baptism. That's the
why did they call it? Why did they call it?
You were talking, making people believe that is John come up with a baptism.
Why did they? The Bible is calling it John's baptism.
Yeah, because John is the one who was authorized to do it at that time, but it didn't stop there. Brother, he didn't stop at John.
There's
After
only
John, it's
one baptism.
Christ and his apostles.
Christ has a baptism. Stop. Christ has a baptism and John has a baptism. That's two baptisms. There's only one.
It's the same. Just like in John, it says, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, one must be born again by water and by spirit.
They sent.
And it's not mere water.
Hey, you going on timeout, and you going on timeout for 15 minutes, man. They paid to shut you up. They don't want to hear you, boy. That's crazy. Big ups to the super chats. Big ups to everybody who sent a donation in. Yeah, y'all are hilarious. I want y'all to know. They said time out.
Somebody asked a good question in the comments though. Are Cape Verdeans Israelites?
Oh, what?
Cape Verdeans.
Okay.
Those are those.
Could there be Cape Verdeans? Excuse me. Could there be Israelites in Cape Verde? Yeah. But are all Cape Verdeans Israelites? No. You know what I'm saying? That's are New Yorkers Israelites?
But aren't those islands that were uninhabited before slavery? So would that factor into that?
Yeah, and they definitely became, you know what I'm saying, like slave ports. You know what I'm saying? But let's just think about this. Are New Yorkers Israelites?
Some of them.
You see how that works?
Okay.
I mean, it's very simple. Are Puerto Ricans Israelites?
Some of them.
Some of them. Are all Puerto Ricans Israelites?
Wow.
If a Chinese man was born in Puerto Rico, is he an Israelite?
Wow.
Do you see how it works?
Oh,
It's just very practical. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else asked the dumbass question. Are Mexicans Israelites? Brother?
somebody asked that.
I'm asking you, are Mexicans Israelites?
Some of them, not the president.
So are Spaniard Mexicans Israelites?
No.
Are indigenous?
Yes.
Are Negro?
Yes.
Do y'all see how that works? It's all context. Y'all get so emotional. It's like y'all brain shuts off.
I got the update on Kosciuszko and Jefferson and all of them.
Okay, talk to me.
So and for anybody who doesn't know, this guy Tazaryach Kosciuszko, he was a Polish cat that came over here, became a major figure in the Revolutionary War, an American general. He was close with Jefferson, close with George Washington. So apparently he named Thomas Jefferson the executor of his will, and he stipulated that all of his money was to go to free slaves. He was so shocked at the slavery that he saw here, he stipulated that all of his money after he died was to be used to free slaves, and specifically to free Thomas Jefferson's slaves. Thomas Jefferson, his best friend, after he died, refused to do that with his money.
Wow. Insane. Yeah, shout out to the gravel pit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gravel pit. Shout out to my man, you know what I'm saying, Greg Dub. Christians will always argue Jesus is God all day, but refuse to do his baptism. Yikes. You asked about the Cape Verdeans. They said remove him, Cap. That's so funny. Yeah, man. Listen, this is what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why y'all don't understand that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Yo, imagine somebody asking you to do something after you die, and then they're like, "Well, he'll never know."
Your supposed best friend.
Like this is supposed to be your ace. Did it wait? So what did it say? What did he do exactly with the slaves?
What did he do with them?
Yeah, afterward, what did it continue on?
Yeah, Jefferson just ignored it. He just didn't do anything with his money. He refused to execute his will.
Did he take him to his plantation? Does it say?
No. So Kosciuszko didn't have any slaves. He wanted his money to be used to free other people's slaves, including Thomas Jefferson's.
No, but that's what I was talking about. What I'm saying is he ignored it, but then what happened to George Washington's slaves?
Oh, I don't think he was involved in that.
Okay. No, I'm wondering, like, if it's saying like George Washington freed his slaves and then Thomas Jefferson was like yoink.
No, so that exhibit in Philly, because I remember seeing that exhibit in Philly and learning some things from it. It gave the whole rundown on how like Martha would take the slaves with her and spend the weekend in New Jersey, because I guess there was a law that said in Pennsylvania, if you had slaves for longer than like 90 days, they were automatically free. And so Martha would take them for the weekend in New Jersey just to break up the 90 days.
I gotta add that into my repertoire, man. I gotta adopt that one in.
Devils.
That's interesting. Shout out to Boozy. I'm talking about devils. Devil, get up off me. Let me see, man. You know what I'm saying? Couple of things that I want to promote before we get on out of here. One, the Passover, man. Passover is April 4th. Pay your Passover fee. If y'all haven't already, pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely pay your tithes. Make sure that you support the work of the Lord. If y'all been listening to the show for years, like I always hear, and y'all been on the fence, man, it's time for y'all to come all the way on home. Find the closest school to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Join the ISUPK. You know what I mean? We are so close to the end of this, man. Make your election sure. Boot up or shut up, man. Big ups to that brother who called in from Thailand, man. You know what I'm saying? Real good spirit on him. You know what I'm saying, brother? If you still listening, man, I'm gonna get back to you in that email. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Passover, man, a couple of weeks away. I don't even think like I got a garment, nothing, man. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. I feel like I'm behind schedule.
Less than 2 months.
What's crazy is I think I've been so laxed because it's in Texas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all right. It's here.
You just got to drive down the road.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna be 3 hours, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little trip. I can't wait to see everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely doing the big, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Commandant General Johanna, his whole crew. Captain CHAATAZA gonna be holding it down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely exciting stuff. Y'all definitely not gonna want to miss it. Let me see something. I know brothers and sisters is coming in from all over the world. And yo, man, it's time for all of our people to come together. Let me see one more thing here. And I'm just gonna do a shameless plug on the way out, man. Let me slide back this way. We're gonna close this out. We on StreamYard. Hey, man, if y'all haven't, subscribe to this channel, Source Code Anime. And you got anything to say, Hebrew?
Sir, that's it.
Well, we out.